Growing your worship team is vital and necessary, but sometimes it's hard to find quality people. It's hard to find people who want to be a part of this. So I'm going to show you how to grow your worship team and get more people to join. Let's jump into it. What's going on, family? My name is Michael, and I help worship leaders grow spiritually and practically so that they can lead worship so much more effectively. And today, I'm going to teach you how to find new volunteers, how to find new team members to be a part of your worship team. But before we get started, I want to give you access to a free guide called my Confident Worship Leader Guide. This is tips that I've used over my years of worship leading to help me gain that boost of confidence and authority to help me lead worship just a little bit more better. I want you just a little bit more better. I don't even know what that word is. I want you to go to my website, michaeleagould.com/confident worship leader, and you can get access to that free guide. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified the next time I release a new video. Let's jump into today's topic. It's hard finding new people. Just period. It's hard to find people who are of quality. It's hard to find people who can actually sing, who can actually be musically inclined, because sometimes people just don't volunteer like they used to. I know there was a time when back in the day when choirs were so huge, when everybody wanted to be a part of the choir. But now with the rise of praise teams, it does cost you to be a little bit more skilled, and everybody, they don't have that skill level. And sometimes people are just afraid to come and say, hey, I want to be a part. I sing. So I'm just going to teach you a few tricks to help you find some necessary people who could be hiding in your congregation, who could be great assets to your team. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do, the first trick and how to find new volunteers, is to actually take a Sunday off and sit amongst the congregation. I've done this before, and I find out that there are some people in the congregation who can actually sing. Like, they can legit sing. There are legit musical people, but they may be afraid, shy, or, don't want to just come out and say, can I be a part of the team? So if you're in the congregation and you're worshiping alongside them and you hear somebody sounding so beautiful, after service, you could approach them like, hey, man, I was worshiping, and dude, you have an amazing voice. I would love for you to think about being a part of the team. Now you have opened it up to them. You have made it comfortable for them. They don't have to go through the awkward finding you, asking you, can they be a part? You have invited them. So that can be a potential person right there just because you opened the door and you found a gem hiding in the congregation. I'm going to tell you to do this, do it sporadically throughout the year, and you'll be surprised how many people you can find that are actually musically inclined in your congregation. The next thing I'll tell you to do is build relationships. Build relationships. There's been plenty of times where other congregation members would come to me just because I have a conversation with them, when I have a relationship with them. They say, hey, Mike, so-and-so can sing. And I'm only telling you this because me and you are cool, and they have opened up and told me this. You know what I'm saying? So once I have that relationship with that one person, now they have my back, and they're actually actively looking for people to be up on my team just because I have a relationship with them. There was this one young lady who was a part of our ministry, and she was sitting all the way in the back of the church every week. And she was back there just blowing, singing amazingly. And one of my best friends in the church said, hey, man, it's a young lady back there, dude. She's singing down every week. And because me and that person had that relationship, she had my back to help me find this amazing young woman. So Build relationships, and that'll help you to find more people. And then the very last thing you can do is you can host auditions or open call or casts or whatever you want to call it. I have noticed that when you call in an audition, sometimes people get a little antsy or iffy about that because they feel like you're judging them and things like that. So you may want to tweak the word is open call for new singers or something like that. But just basically host auditions. You never know who want to be a part, but they may not have ever joined just because nobody opened it up to them. So when you host these auditions, you make it a big deal. You spread throughout the whole church. You make a warm invite if you can during the announcements, like, hey, we really want you to be a part. Come and talk to me, or come in to this day at this time, send an email at this place. Like, make it a big deal and talk about it as often as you can up until the day of auditions. Because again, sometimes people want to be a part, but no one has ever opened up the door or offered them to be a part. So when you do this open call, this audition, you might find somebody who's amazing and want to be a part of your ministry. So those are just some tools, some things, some tips that I've learned over the years to help me find new volunteers. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe so that you can get notified every time that I drop a new video. And if you haven't already, I want you to get my Confident Worship Leader Guide. I'm telling you, it's going to give you the tips that you need to lead a little bit more bolder, a little bit more confidently, have a little bit more authority when you're leading worship. It's a free tool. Just hit the link in the description or go to my website, michaeleagle.com/confident worship leader to get access to it. Thanks for joining today. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.